In this video, we're going to go over how to set up your LG Stylo 6. Hey everyone, thank you for joining us today. If you want to stay up to date on all the mobile technology coming out and learn cool tips, tricks, and hidden features, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and tap the bell to turn on post notifications so you can be alerted every time we post new videos. Today we're going to show you how to set up your LG Stylo 6, and we're going to cover a lot in this video. So we're going to go over how to back up all your information on the phone, how to transfer all your old files to your new phone. We're going to show you how to arrange your home screen, how to customize your notification panel, change your themes, and we're going to show you how to set up your email accounts on the phone as well. So you're going to get a lot in this video, so stay tuned. We're going to chapter the video as well, so you'll be able to move through different parts of the video depending on what you need to learn to set up your phone. And let's go ahead and jump right in and get started. So first thing is you will need to swipe down from the top of your screen, upper right corner, go to the settings wheel. You'll need to go to display and go to screen timeout, and we want to change this to 2 minutes just so your screen doesn't go off too often when you're not touching the screen. So that's the first step. Okay, so next we're going to go back to the settings, and we're going to back up your phone or set your phone to backup so it's always saving your information. We're going to go all the way down to the bottom of the screen and go to system. From here, go to backup. Press OK. Now on this screen, you're going to tap on Google Backup and then tap on Backup Now. Now, disclaimer, if you haven't signed into your Google account yet, you will need to do that step first, and that's very easy. You'll just need to go back and go to Accounts right here. Tap on Add Account, tap on Google, and then from here you will sign into your Google account with an email address and a password. If you don't have a Google account, take a few minutes and tap Create Account and set one up. If not, you won't be able to back up your account to Google. You essentially want to do it that way. It's very important. So back to System, Backup, Google Backup, tap on Backup Now, and then it will back up all your information to your Google Cloud. And you can set it to continuously back up your phone as well. In the event that you lose your phone, you will have most of your information backed up to Google Cloud. All you have to do is sign into your new phone, and then it will allow you to restore from all the information that was backed up on this phone. So that is that. Next, we're going to go to LG Mobile Switch. Now, this is the app that will allow you to transfer your data from an old phone to your new LG phone, your LG Stylo 6. And I have a Samsung phone here, and this is an older phone I want to transfer information from. So what I would need to do is on the old phone, go to the Play Store, and I'm going to go to the search and type in LG Mobile Switch, and I need to download this app on this phone. So LG Mobile Switch, and then tap install. Now, if you're moving from an older iPhone, the process is a little bit more complicated. I don't believe the iPhones have an LG Smart Switch app that you can download. So it would be a bit harder to move from that phone to the Stylo 6, just FYI. But this will work for just about any Android phone, so just keep that in mind. So it's going to download this app. On the right side here, we already have the section open, LG Smart Switch or Mobile Switch. You're going to tap on Wireless, and you want to tap on Receive. Now we do need to wait for this to finish downloading, but once this finishes downloading, we'll open it up and it'll show us the exact same screen. And you're going to tap on this screen, you'll tap Send, and on this screen, you'll tap Receive. So we're not going to show you the entire process. This is really the main thing you need to know, and the rest you should be able to do on your own. Essentially, you'll tap Send on this phone, tap Receive on this phone. It's then going to send a code. They're going to link up together, and then you'll be able to select what exactly you want to transfer from that old phone to the new phone. Since it's downloaded, I'll show you guys really quickly and then we'll move on to the next part of our video for setting up your phone. So accept all the options here, just like I said. We're gonna then tap wireless. Now keep in mind, if you have a memory card in your old phone, you can also have it pull data that's saved on your memory card as well. We're gonna tap wireless here, tap start, and now it's gonna search for the phone. Tap start on this side as well. Here we go, our Stylo 6 is showed up in the list. There we go, you're gonna tap receive. And now on the old phone, I can go through and select what I want to move, what personal data, media data, and downloaded apps. So you can see contacts, messages. So this is a big win for you guys that want to transfer your old text messages. You should be able to do it through this app. You'll hit next and then it will begin the transfer. Keep both phones together until it says the transfer is complete and you're all set. So anyway, that is the process of just transferring your old data to your new phone. Very important, especially if you have a lot of important contacts, pictures, messages, whatever. Now they'll all be transferred over to this new phone. Let's move on to our next setup tip. And this is going to be how to arrange your home screen. So the first thing I want to show you here is how to change your background of your home screen. So we're going to just take your finger, hold down on the home screen and tap on wallpaper and theme. And in here, you'll find a few different things. You'll find different stock wallpapers that come from the manufacturer. So they always have a lot of cool designs that are already built in. I always say look through here and see if you find one that you like and pick one of these first. So let's say we were to pick this wallpaper here. Now this would be our new background for the phone. I would just hit set wallpaper and it's done. Now you also have an option here. If we go back one screen, you can also make one of your own pictures the background of your phone as well. And I'm going to show you that in a second. Now also on this screen, you'll see you have wallpaper recommendations. There's a whole theme store through LG where you can find wallpapers, themes, and icons. You can download them. They have free themes if you tap on top free, or you can look for the paid options and just pay a really small fee to download these wallpapers. So these are just the stock ones, and these are other options you have, some free, some paid. Now I'm going to take a picture here just so I can show you how to make that your background. So let's just skip the tutorial here and just take a picture. And for you guys, it might be a picture of a family member or, you know, a pet, loved one, whatever. You take a picture, you want that to be your background. You're gonna go to your photo gallery. So our gallery is at the bottom here, this little purple icon with the mountains. Tap on that, find the picture you want to make your background. I'm gonna take this picture here. And in the upper right corner, I'm gonna click on the three dots and go all the way down to set image as. And I'm gonna tap at the bottom here, it's kind of hard to see. It says home and lock screen wallpaper. Tap on that. And now you can arrange it. We're gonna tap OK. And now that's gonna be our new wallpaper of the phone. You're just gonna hit set. And that's how you make a personalized picture, the wallpaper for your phone. So you can do that. And obviously, again, you can change it really easy by just holding down and going back to that wallpaper and theme section and then making it one of the other stock options that are available. We'll pick this one for now. And that's how you customize your background of the phone. Next, we're gonna talk about how to move the apps around and also how to get your widgets. So right now we have all these apps at the bottom of the screen, but you might say, I don't really want this app to be here. In fact, the way I normally like to set up phones, I like to have my settings option as a shortcut at the bottom, just so making tweaks is easier. You may also say, I don't really want this app to be on the home screen. So you have a few different options here. First, if I want to move this My Metro app, I can move it into this folder here by simply holding down on it and then dragging it over this folder, and it drops it right in there. And now my app is in here. And maybe you say, I like this folder, but I don't want it to be on my main screen. How do I move it to another page? Hold down on it again, and we can drag it over so that now it's on this page. So that's kind of cool. So now we just have these apps here, and you can say, okay, cool. I want to move this little camera. I want to move it up here. I want to move my gallery up here as well. And now I want to put my settings down here, but I don't see my settings on any one of these screens. Oh, actually our settings is here. But let's say your settings menu wasn't on this screen. You can swipe up. This will take you to the screen that shows all your apps. And I just found my setting icon here. I'm gonna just hold down on it and drag it down, and then it will take me back to the home screen. I can drop it here if I want it to be in this section, or I can hold down again and move it all the way down to the bottom. And now I have it as one of my main apps. So even when I change pages, it'll always be on that screen. So that's a cool additional option there. So you may also say, hey, you know what? I have this app here, this quick memo, and I never use this. How do I just get rid of it so it's not on the screen at all? You can hold down on it again, but then let go when the menu pops up. Actually, excuse me, hold down on it, and you need to drag it actually to the top of your screen. So hold down on it, drag it all the way up, and you have a remove trash can at the top. Drag it up there and let it go. And now it's gonna remove that from being a shortcut on your home screen. So sorry about the confusion, but that's how you move it. You would remove it by dragging all the way up to the trash can. Now, if we swipe up, you might have some apps in here that you say, I want to delete this app altogether. I don't even want it on my phone. Like the solitaire game, you can hold down on it from here, and then you drag it up, and now you have a delete button where you can actually delete it off of the phone altogether. At the bottom here, it's asking delete this app. Tap delete, and now it'll be moved to your app trash can. So there's that. So again, deleting it, you actually have to swipe up, and you have to drag it up from this page, which is considered your app drawer, not from the home screen. So that's how you move around your apps. Now next, if you hold down the screen and you go to widgets, you have all these other cool options you can put on your home screen. For example, if you wanted to have your Google Calendar, you can tap on here, and I can move this calendar. I'm gonna just hold down it until it moves to the home screen and then let it go. And now I can have a full calendar show up on my screen here as a good reference for referencing dates. There's a bunch of other options as well. So I'll hold down again, go back to widgets. You have different clocks. You have a shortcut to a contact that you call frequently. You have an FM radio if you're plugging in your headphones. And just swipe through here and look through the different options. You also have a shortcut for your mobile hotspot. So if you're someone who uses your hotspot a lot, you can make this a widget, and on your home screen, you can just tap this icon to turn on your hotspot and begin broadcasting your internet. So again, swipe through there. There's a lot of cool options that will just be great shortcuts for you. So those are our widgets. And that's about it for the section where we're going to customize the home screen. Now, we're going to show you how to change your notification switches. Basically what that is when you swipe down from the top of the screen, you have these icons that are called switches. They control various functions on your phone. And it's always good to organize these based on what you use the most. So to do that, first of all, you can swipe down again when you're on this screen, swipe down, and you'll see you have even more options to choose from. Now the first 6 that you choose are the ones that you'll always see first when you swipe down from the top of your screen. So the first 6 are the most important 6, and those are the ones you want to arrange. So again, swipe down again. tap on the pencil in the corner here. From here, one change I want to make is I want to move my flashlight up to the top. So if I ever come home, for example, and it's dark, I can take out my phone, swipe down, and I know my flashlight will be one of the first options to select. Maybe you say, I don't need Wi-Fi calling to be up here. I would rather have my battery saver mode. You can have that. And maybe you say, oh, I don't really care about this screenshot thing. We can move that too. I would rather have do not disturb, so when I go to work, it's easy for me to put my phone on silent. So there is do not disturb. You also have your GPS, which is another option you can do as well. So let's say we set those 6. Now we come up to the corner here and tap the check mark to finalize our decisions. And now when we swipe down, these are our new first 6. Now we have our flashlight as an option, our Wi-Fi, our sound, Bluetooth, battery saver mode, and our do not disturb that will stop your phone from making any noises. So that's how you organize your notification switches. And again, that will just help you customize the phone to more of the things that you're going to use specifically. The last thing we want to show you is how to set up your other email accounts. So at the beginning of the video, we talked about setting up your Gmail account, but you might have other email accounts that you want to put on the phone and get notifications for. So there are 2 ways to do this. The first way is going to be going to the Gmail account. So there's 2 ways you can go about signing into your other email accounts. The first way is going to be going to the Google folder here and tapping on Gmail. And you might say to yourself, well, my email accounts are not Gmail, they're AOL or Yahoo or Verizon.net, whatever, no problem. But what a lot of people don't know is you can sign into your other email accounts and have them all show in the Gmail account app just to make it easier to have them all in one place. So just to show you here, we're gonna hit got it. And now we're gonna hit add another email address. And you'll see it actually gives you options for other types of accounts. Excuse me. So Outlook, Hotmail, Live, Yahoo, Exchange, Office 360, or other in case you have like an AOL or an AT&T.net. Select whichever one corresponds with what your email address is, and then you can sign into it and you can look at all those email addresses within the Gmail app, and it's really easy to switch between the different accounts. One thing you'll see is in the upper right corner of the app. So here's a quick example of what I've started explaining, which is you can have different email accounts signed in all at the same time in your Gmail app. So in the upper right corner, you're gonna see this icon. It's gonna be whatever profile picture you have for that email address. And you can simply just tap on the icon to see all your other email accounts that you have. And you can easily just tap on another email address, and then it will take you to that section to see just the emails for that specific account. So that's just an example of how it works. So you would be able to sign into your other accounts and switch between those accounts to see the different emails that are coming through. Now, the second option you have is to go to the Play Store and download the individual apps for those other email accounts. So maybe you have a Yahoo email, you can download the Yahoo app separately. You may have an AOL account, you can download the AOL app. If you like to have them all in separate apps, which some people like to do, nothing wrong with that. You can just download those apps separately by searching them in the store here, and then downloading those apps and signing into those apps separately. So that's it, guys. This has been our quick video, or this has been our video on how to set up your LG Stylo 6. We tried to be very thorough and give you all the important factors you would need to set up your phone successfully. And we hope we did a good job. Leave us a comment down below. Let us know if the video was helpful. Make sure you like, favorite, and share if it was helpful as well. Hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more videos. Take care, and as always, have a good one.